There's something about women decentering men in their lives that just keeps men pressed. I had a man call me a witch yesterday in one of my comment sections, and though I personally took that as a high honor, and yes, I did base some of my outfit decisions on that, it was just funny to see how upset he was about it. We already know through researchers that the happiest group on earth is unmarried women without children. Women don't necessarily need romantic relationships in order to have their emotional needs met, because a lot of women in relationships already aren't having those emotional needs filled by their partner. Women were already getting that emotional support through their friends or their children. One of the best things about being a woman in modern society is if you're able to support yourself and not have to depend on anyone for your financial needs. This is a privilege that women before us didn't have. I fully intend to see it as the gift that it is.
Hi ladies, go back and watch her video. I have a theory. Now it's only a theory. Women in most cultures live longer than the men. All right. And my personal theory is that God set it up so that women know they're going to spend huge chunks of time alone. Okay. My mother was a widow for 17 years. My dad died early and she never remarried. And I can name, I have an aunt that just passed away, 28 years married, 12 years as a widow. Women know they're going to spend a huge chunk of their time alone. All right. And a lot of women who marry and their husbands die will tell you, I am not getting married again. Not never. So women don't have a problem being alone. It's the men that have such a hard time being alone. For whatever reason, they can't sit still. I don't know a single man who, once he was widowed, stayed widowed for long. Okay. Once he was divorced, stayed single if he could help it. A lot of them can't help it because nobody will date them or see them or whatever. And that's the men who you're encountering. Men see you as a beautiful, smart, accomplished woman. You're kind of a wasted body, you know. What do you mean you're just sitting at home? You could be with me. He doesn't recognize that you don't want to be with him. You don't want to be with any of these jokers. And so they kind of see you that way. They see you as a lost possibility. If you're at home not doing anything and enjoying it, and he's sitting at home miserable, pleasuring himself, he cannot understand why you are not the same. Why aren't you miserable like him? I know that's a weird theory, but personally, I think that's what it is. I think they're sitting at home and they cannot. If you tell men that you're not in a relationship and not having sex, they don't believe you. What do you mean? Of course you got to have sex. They honestly believe that women and men are the same. If a woman wants to have sex, make a phone call and have sex. Men got to go through some hoops. They got to do some stuff, whereas women really don't need to. And men just lose their mind at the thought of that. Well, at least some men do. Some men are like, that's how life is. But the rest of these jokers, they are pressed because in their brain, women and men are the same. Women should be out here anxious to have sex with me. What do you mean you're at home doing nothing and enjoying it? That's just crazy. They just can't see it. That's what I think.